Pete Buttigieg. Are you familiar at all?
No.
He just hasn't gotten the hearts of the African American people. And we all know if you want the Democratic to be the candidate, then you have to win the hearts of African American people and black people in general.
Presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg has surged to first place in some polls in Iowa. But in states like South Carolina, he's polling 0% among black Democrats. I'm in Atlanta, the city with the second highest African American population in the country, to ask voters why isn't Buttigieg resonating with the black community.
Well, what exactly is he doing for African American voters? Because if he's not doing anything proper for them, we will not go out and vote for him. And I'm speaking for all of us.
With the unarmed black man being killed in his district as he was mayor, I think that also kind of hurt him. And so I think he needs to do a better job of hammering that point home, that he is an ally of the black community.
He needs to come out to the black community and see what they need and talk to them and see what they want from him.
So would you vote for someone like Pete?
I probably would not.
Okay.
I wouldn't know enough, man.
I feel like his personal life is overshadowing more of what he's actually talking about policy-wise.
He's polling near zero among African American voters. Right. Why do you think that is?
Well, honestly, they're probably a fairly large segment of the African American community that's not comfortable with the fact that he's gay.
It's just a past mentality that's hard to break of just how people see different people and they can't see beyond their outer shell.
And what do you mean by like the outer shell?
I mean the outer shell, just like people's like persona, like who they are, how they identify sexually, their race. They can't see past that and actually focus on policy and information and fact.
Okay.
You know.
And would you agree with that? Do you think his sexuality plays a large role in that?
Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously, like we can't escape it. You can't hide from it.
I think that people are still trying to get a grasp on his plan. I know he released that Frederick Douglass plan to kind of reach out to voters of color.
Pete Buttigieg has put together the Douglass Plan, which basically is his plan for black America, addressing things like unemployment, education, a number of things, healthcare included. Do you think that is good?
I think he's trying to speak to it directly, which I think is good.
I think it's important, but I feel like when it comes to his plan, it's a lot of promises, and he's not really addressing exactly what he's going to do.
And we want to hear that you know the plan, that you're not just relying on some policy advisors to tell you what you're supposed to say and then, relay that to us. We want to know that you know it.
What is your most important policy or the one thing you're looking for 2020 in a candidate?
Healthcare, immigration reform, criminal justice reform,
College student loans, health care, affordable health care for everybody.
A champion of women's rights. That's a champion of LGBTQIA community rights.
My point of view is, what I look for is the practicality of what you're being proposed actually being implemented.
We'd hope that people stop running on tickets just because we are brown people, and run because we are people. We are people in this beautiful country.